Hi, and welcome to this video on a single item vending machine. Now what you see in front of you is indeed my design for a single item vending machine, and it's pretty straightforward. You put in one diamond, you get a block of emerald. And that's all there is to it. Just like any vending machine, put in $1 and get out a can of soda, whatever. But in this case, you can put in whatever form of payment you want and you will get an item back out. So let me show you how this works. So we're going to open this chest and we're going to put in one diamond. Close the chest and we got our block of emerald. Now, what happens if we put in multiple diamonds? We get multiple emeralds. Pretty cool, huh? But you're probably saying to yourself, Mark, what happens if somebody wants to put in something bad instead? Well, let's give that a try. We'll put in an iron nugget. Now watch what happens. It spits it back out. Just like a real vending machine, it'll spit it out the coin return. And that's in essence our coin return. So, you want to see how it's built? Let me show you behind the scenes first. This is what it looks like. There is actually not a lot to it. Most of this is window dressing here. The rest is the redstone involved. And it really is pretty simple. The first incarnation I made of this wasn't so simple. But I came up with this one and I'm pretty pleased with the way it works and how simple it is. So let's get building on it. What you're going to need to build this item, you're going to need 20 blocks of your choice. In this case, I am using 20 white concrete, but you can use whatever you want. I'm using 3 redstone repeaters, 2 redstone comparators, 13 redstone dust, a redstone torch, 4 hoppers, 2 droppers. Now make sure that you're using droppers and not dispensers, or it could ruin your whole day. A trap chest and a regular chest. Now these items down here I'll talk about in a little bit and explain where they fit into the scheme of things. I'm going to take these items here first, and I'm going to leave these in here for the time being. And what I'm going to do is refer to this build quite a bit so that you can see kind of how things fit together. But it also will help me stay on track and not get confused as to where I am. So we're going to start on the bottom here, which is actually the filter section, which basically decides whether or not something is a diamond. So we're going to start building right there, and we're going to build this section right here. All right, we'll get rid of that one. Now, I am using white concrete. You do not have to use white concrete. You can use whatever you want. I find that the white concrete works really well for allowing me to see what I am looking at with the redstone. Now, this one comes across, and now we're going to go up a staircase of 3 here. 1, 2, 3, and come out 1 more. This is coming to the dropper that is spitting out the emerald blocks. Now I'm going to run some redstone. If you take a look over there, we've got a comparator first, and that's going to be coming from this direction. Then we're going to run some redstone across the top here, and then put in a repeater to power that block right there. And then we're going to run some redstone up to the top, all the way to the end, and that will power that dropper at the top that spits out the emerald blocks. I'm also going to put a repeater here, and this repeater comes back this direction. And then we're going to have a torch, you can see right there, right underneath there. Okay, so that's it for that main chunk of redstone. Now I'm going to put in the chest and run the hoppers to that. So you can see the chest is right next to this. So we'll put in a block here. All right, and it's going to come out right there. So I'm going to get rid of these 2 and put in the regular chest, not the trap chest, the regular chest. And that goes right there. That's where our diamonds are going to go, and we can come down and collect those later. All right, I'm also going to put this other chest right up here, and that will be come around here, coming right there, behind that quartz block that you don't need. It's just meant to make things look pretty. All right, so that's straight up from this area here. So we'll come out here. And we want to have it be right here. Now this is going to be the trap chest. And I'll show you why it's a trap chest in a moment. So we'll get rid of those. Okay, now let's run these hoppers to where they need to go. We've got our chests in the correct position. So the first set of hoppers runs to that lower chest where the diamonds are all going to end up. So we'll route that one there. Now this one runs right to that comparator. So you've got to find the edge of that comparator, shift click, and you'll see that it goes backwards like that. Now this next one's going to go off to our other dropper. Our other dropper is actually underneath the carpet here. So we want to come down below where the other dropper is going to be. So let's put that in place first. So we'll come here and we'll put one dropper right here. Get rid of that. And the other dropper is going to be right underneath here. So let's go right here and come above. So this dropper is pointing upwards like that. All right. Get rid of that block. And we can get rid of that one too. All right. So now we've got the one that dispenses the emeralds up here, the one that dispenses the rejects down here. Finish running our hoppers. We go over here, come to the back side. We're going to run this hopper into there, and then this hopper into there. So what's happening here is you put your item in this chest. It will go down here. If it's not a diamond, it'll come around and get ejected out of this dropper. If it is a diamond, it will drop down here and go to that chest. All right. Now, one of the things that you need to do is when something goes into that dropper is actually activate the dropper to shoot it back out. And that's this little thing right here. It's basically a one-tick clock, or not a one-tick clock, but a one-cycle clock. So let's go put that in. And you just do this little circle like this. Don't need that block there. You're going to take one of the comparators and come out. Little redstone there. Bring the redstone around like that. And then put a repeater here. Now every time something comes into this dropper, it'll trigger it once and eject that item back out again. Now make sure when you get this started that there are no items in there to begin with. All right. Now if we take a look, we should have pretty much everything we need. So if we put something in this chest right now, what's going to happen is it's going to drop down and go into that chest no matter what it is. What we need to do now is set up the filter. And that is really simple by going to this hopper, the one that goes into the comparator, the middle one, and putting some useless items in here as well as some diamonds. So let's go get those from our chest. Get rid of some of this stuff here. All right. Now the first thing we want to do is fill up our dispenser of emerald blocks, which is actually a dropper, not a dispenser. So we'll put our emerald blocks in there. That's what our customer is going to get when they put in their diamonds. And then we're going to set up that filter right here. And the way that you do that is you take some useless block, something that probably somebody's not going to put in here. If that block gets put in here, it's going to ruin things. So you want to make sure it's something that there's a pretty slim chance nobody's going to put in here. In this case, I'm using kelp blocks. So you put 2 there and then 1 in each of these. Then take and put 17 in here. All right, did you see that? Let's put another one in so you can see it again. See how there's 17? Now watch what happens if I put 18. It goes back down to 17. If you look, you will find that there is one diamond in here and one diamond in here. Our filter is now set up. What's happening here is that if a diamond comes here, it passes on through. Otherwise, it will continue to go and get ejected if it's not a diamond. And you can see it's already working here. It's spitting out emeralds. All right, so let's put a diamond in here and watch what happens. And there's our emerald block. Now let's put something else in here. Let's put an emerald in here instead. See how it barfs them back out? How's that for a good word? Barfs them back out. All right, so this is working perfectly. Okay, now that we've got it up and running, I wanted to tell you why I used a trap chest on the top instead of a normal chest. Let me show you. If we put a diamond in here, notice how it doesn't get sucked into the hopper right away? It's still sitting in there until we close the lid. That lets our customer change what they're putting in here, and also they're not having an emerald spit at them while the chest is still open. So they leave the interface and then the item comes out, which is just a nice touch. Can you use a regular chest? Definitely. But I think it's a nice added little bonus putting the trap chest there. Also, you'll notice that the return coin thing here, so if I put redstone dust in instead, that comes out of there. Now, you don't want that in the floor, so you can cover it with carpet. Just shift-click on it, and an item will come right through there. So let's throw this in here, and it comes right through the carpeting. Piece of cake. Finally, if you continue to watch this video, I've got a little bonus tip for you. You can make this eject multiple items instead of just one, simply by adding more dispensers. Or I'm sorry, droppers in this case. So let's put a couple more droppers in there. And you can see I ran redstone up over onto the top of that one. And then just add it across the top of the other ones. Or you could add blocks and come up behind here as well, and it would work equally well. So we'll put some items in there. We'll put some smooth quartz in there. We'll put some stone in there. And now we will put in our diamonds. Let's put a bunch in and watch what happens. Pretty cool, huh? So that is it. A multi-dispenser. Now, if you want to have a vending machine where you can put in multiple items and get multiple items or one item, good luck. It's going to be a lot more work just because of the way the filter system is set up. But hey, if you can figure it out, by all means, leave a comment and send me a link to the design. That would be great. So that's it. Hopefully you like this tutorial on building your single item vending machine or multi-item vending machine. Remember that if you like this video, please leave a like, a comment, subscribe, or best of all, share. And if you didn't like this video, keep it to yourself. Thanks again for watching.